In 2025, the dream of homeownership seems increasingly out of reach for many millennials. As we dive into this pressing issue, it's essential to understand the unique challenges this generation faces in the housing market. From skyrocketing home prices to stagnant wages, millennials are caught in a perfect storm that makes buying a home feel like an impossible feat. With student loan debt weighing heavily on their finances and the rising cost of living in urban areas, many young adults find themselves prioritizing rent over saving for a down payment. But it's not just personal finances at play. Broader economic factors are also contributing to this dilemma. The impact of inflation, interest rates, and housing supply shortages are all critical elements that shape the current landscape. In this video, we'll explore these challenges in detail, shedding light on why millennials are struggling to secure their own piece of the American dream. By understanding these economic factors, we can better appreciate the complexities of home ownership today. So, if you're curious about the realities of the housing market and what it means for millennials, stick around as we unpack this important topic together. Over the past few years, home prices have surged to unprecedented levels, creating a daunting landscape for potential buyers. Since 2020, the average home price in the United States has skyrocketed by nearly 30%, with some regions experiencing even steeper increases. For instance, cities like Austin and Phoenix have seen price hikes of over 40%, making it increasingly difficult for millennials to enter the housing market. This dramatic rise in home prices starkly contrasts with wage growth, which has lagged significantly behind. And while the average salary for millennials has increased by only about 10% during the same period, the gap between income and housing costs continues to widen. This disparity leaves many young adults feeling financially squeezed as they struggle to save for a down payment while managing everyday expenses. Moreover, regional variations in home prices further complicate the situation. In high-demand urban areas, the competition for affordable housing is fierce, pushing prices even higher. Conversely, while some rural areas may offer lower prices, they often lack job opportunities and amenities that millennials seek. This combination of rising prices and stagnant wages creates a challenging environment for millennials hoping to achieve home ownership. In recent years, wage growth has struggled to keep pace with rising inflation, creating a significant financial strain for millennials. Data shows that while average wages have increased by approximately 10% since 2020, inflation rates have surged by over 15% during the same period. This means that even as millennials earn slightly more, their purchasing power has diminished, making it increasingly difficult to afford essentials, let alone save for a home. Adding to this financial burden is the weight of student loan debt, which affects a large portion of millennials. With the average student loan debt hovering around $30,000, many young adults find that a significant portion of their disposable income goes toward monthly payments. This leaves little room for savings or investments, further complicating their ability to enter the housing market. Moreover, entering the job market post-pandemic has presented its own set of challenges. Many millennials face job losses or reduced hours during the pandemic, leading to gaps in employment and uncertainty about career stability. As they navigate this tough landscape, the combination of stagnant wages, high living costs, and student debt creates a formidable barrier to achieving financial independence and home ownership. For many millennials, student loan debt has become a significant barrier to financial stability and home ownership. Currently, the average student loan debt for millennials stands at around $30,000, with some graduates facing even higher amounts. This substantial financial obligation not only impacts their day-to-day budgeting, but also has long-term implications for their financial health. One of the most pressing issues is how student loan debt affects credit scores. High levels of debt can lead to lower credit scores, which are crucial when applying for a mortgage. Lenders often view high debt-to-income ratios as a red flag, making it more challenging for millennials to secure favorable mortgage terms or even qualify for a loan at all. This creates a cycle where the burden of student loans directly hinders their ability to achieve homeownership. Moreover, the long-term financial implications of student loans can be profound. Millennials may find themselves delaying major life milestones, such as marriage, starting a family, or purchasing a home due to the financial strain of repaying their loans. This not only affects their personal lives, but also has broader economic consequences, as it slows down the housing market and reduces overall consumer spending. The rising cost of living in urban areas has become a significant hurdle for millennials striving for home ownership. In many cities where millennials typically reside, rent prices have soared, often consuming a large portion of their monthly income, with average rent increasing by over 20% in some metropolitan areas since 2020. Many young adults find it challenging to save for a down payment while covering their basic living expenses. In addition to rent, the cost of essentials such as healthcare and transportation continues to rise. Millennials are often faced with high premiums for health insurance and increasing costs for commuting, whether through public transit or car ownership. These expenses further strain their budgets, leaving little room for savings or investments in their future. As a result, millennials frequently make tough trade-offs between living expenses and the dream of home ownership. Many choose to live in less desirable neighborhoods or share living spaces with roommates to keep costs down. While these decisions may help them save a bit more, they also delay their ability to purchase a home. This ongoing struggle highlights the complex relationship between rising living costs and the aspiration for financial independence through home ownership. Millennials are reshaping the traditional notions of home ownership through their evolving lifestyle choices. A significant trend among this generation is the prioritization of experiences over ownership. Many millennials prefer to invest in travel, dining, and personal development rather than tying themselves down with a mortgage. This shift in values often leads to a reluctance to commit to buying a home, as they seek flexibility and the freedom to explore new opportunities. The rise of remote work has further influenced housing location preferences. With more companies embracing flexible work arrangements, millennials are no longer tethered to urban centers for employment. This newfound freedom allows them to consider living in more affordable areas, but it also means they may delay purchasing a home until they find the perfect balance between lifestyle and location. Additionally, the appeal of urban living remains strong for many millennials who are drawn to the vibrancy, culture, and convenience that city life offers. However, this often comes at a premium price, making home ownership in these areas challenging. As millennials navigate their unique lifestyle preferences, the decision to buy a home becomes increasingly complex, reflecting a blend of personal values, work dynamics, and financial realities. Economic uncertainty has a profound impact on millennials' confidence when it comes to buying homes. Market fluctuations, such as rising interest rates and unpredictable housing prices, create an environment of hesitation for potential buyers. Many millennials are wary of making such a significant financial commitment when the market is volatile, leading them to delay their home buying decisions. This cautious approach often stems from a desire to avoid potential losses in a fluctuating market. Global events such as economic downturns or geopolitical tensions can also influence local housing markets, further complicating millennials' financial decisions. For instance, the COVID-19 pandemic highlighted how quickly circumstances can change, leading to job losses and economic instability. Such events can create a ripple effect, causing housing prices to fluctuate and making it difficult for millennials to gauge the right time to enter the market. Job security plays a crucial role in home buying considerations for millennials, with many young adults still navigating the aftermath of the pandemic. The fear of job instability can deter them from committing to a mortgage. As they weigh their options, the combination of economic uncertainty and the need for financial stability makes the prospect of home ownership feel daunting, leading many to prioritize saving and flexibility over immediate purchases. In summary, millennials face a myriad of challenges when it comes to home ownership, making the dream of owning a home feel increasingly elusive. Rising home prices, stagnant wages, and the burden of student loan debt all contribute to a complex financial landscape. Additionally, the high cost of living in urban areas and changing lifestyle preferences further complicate their ability to save for a down payment. Economic uncertainty and job security concerns only add to the hesitation many young adults feel about making such a significant investment. As we wrap up, it's essential for viewers to reflect on their own financial situations and consider how these factors may be influencing their home buying decisions. Understanding the broader economic context can empower millennials to make informed choices about their futures. If you found this discussion insightful, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel for more valuable content on financial literacy and home ownership. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends who might also benefit from these insights. Together, we can navigate the complexities of the housing market and work towards achieving our home ownership goals. Thank you for watching.